Flex, just like girls trip. I knew they had a plan to make us wanna deal. That's why some drop out school, that's why some play the fool, so they could hit the streets, so they could see the truth. The truth was in our heart, the truth we never read, the truth was never said, the truth was never dead, the truth was that I'm real and we would never fade. Said that no need to hate, go ahead congratulate. See, God is on my side and God is with our people. This ain't no another sequel, cause we were never equal. And let me tell y'all that I'm not in this game for the fortune of fame. I just try to maintain because we want a meal. Who said we had to kill? I know there's more to life than just keep paying bills.
Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. Life is what.
Who said they had to win? Who said we gotta lose? You sick of paying debts? We sick of paying dues. You know the one who that we belong to. So get your hands off our land, please, won't you? I'm living in the city, I'm living in the A, and this is for my people who struggle every day. It's simple mathematics, we learn in first grade. What do these numbers make? It's time to get paid, it's time to break chains, it's time to make a change. Better get your money, brother, and get up out the game. No one can hold me, no one can fold me. I only play this game how my people show me.
Life is what we make it. Yeah. Life is what we make it. Ooh, yeah. Life is what we make it. Yeah. Life is what.
Welcome back to the show. I guess, I know, you got to be from Atlanta to understand bad and bougie. Yeah, I saw a couple people in the chat room like, man, men don't want to be called bougie. I get that, but y'all just missing the whole point about bad and bougie. So I've been telling y'all, I've been watching this Atlanta series, which came out, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, maybe even a little bit longer. And it's completed now, but I just started watching it. And it says two cousins with different views on art versus commerce on their way up through the Atlanta rap scene. Ernest Marks, an ambitious college dropout, and his estranged cousin who suddenly become a star. And I'm sure this may have been that's kind of like the plot of the TV show. And once again, I only got like 2 episodes left. I'm sure that's probably the storyline for a lot of Atlanta rappers and their cousins. but I know one, particular pair that fit that whole storyline exactly. If you know, if you're a Stewie and used to hang out with us back in the day with the 2 Live Stews, one of our faithful listeners, cat name, he called himself B. Rich. So B. Rich's cousin, let me give you the story in a nutshell. B. Rich's cousin is B.O.B. And B. Rich had worked in corporate America. He went to college. He went to where'd B. Rich go to college at? And I know somebody listening to the show right now knows who this cat is. I think he went to maybe Albany State, Fort Valley State. He went to an HBCU or whatever. And so early on, so we started doing the show in 2001. And so B. Rich used to be at all of the tailgates. He used to hang out with us whenever we did an event. He used to always be at the events, all right? And he was working corporate America or whatever at the time. And then one particular, and I remember it like it was yesterday, one particular tailgate he came out to, and he had this dude with him. And it was his cousin. He's like, this is my cousin, B.O.B. Or I think maybe he called him Bob or the initial or whatever. This is my cousin, B.O.B. And I'm about to start managing him. And he's like, he quit his job, and he's going full, strength and trying to promote this cousin. And I was like, man, you quitting your job? You got a wife and kid? You quitting your job to manage this young rapper, which is a rapper a dime a dozen, like 1,000 of them? I was like, okay, so good luck. Good luck on that, bruh. I'm going to manage this kid, B.O.B. And as they say, 10 years later, man, the rest is history. B.O.B. is like... B.O.B. is like one of the biggest selling rap artists in the world. And he has, and you've never been to his concert, he's kind of one of those, if you don't know who B.O.B. is, look him up. But he's got a lot of popular songs that were big hits, and he has a following, kind of like a real big following of people where he performs, across all mediums. He has a crossover appeal, so he's got a lot of white kids that come to his concerts, man, sells out. He tours all over the world, abroad. He's a big deal. And the last couple of years, whenever I see B. Rich out in the street, whenever I see him out in the street, he's rolling up to the club in a Ferrari Testarossa. True story. He brought B.O.B. out to a tailgate in 2002 or something like that, before he had made it big, obviously. And he was like, this is my cousin. I mean, trust me, he is going to blow up. I'm going to manage him, and the rest is history. And they've done so many other things, since that time. But that's pretty much the story of this Atlanta TV show. And a lot of the different aspects of the show are surrounded around Atlanta nightclubs, different parts of the city. Clearly, they shot it here in Atlanta. And so maybe B. Rich sold his story to FX. And maybe it is based on B. Rich and B.O.B. Shouts out to them folks, though, man. Yeah. Real talented cat, though, man. Real talented cat. Let me read some messages in your chat room on Spreaker.com here on the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, from Texas Ty, y'all's mother. I laugh every time I see that. He says, B.O.B.'s newer stuff sounds too much like newer rap. Yeah, now he's a lyricist. He had this one track with T.I. I can't remember the name of it or whatever right now. It's where they were talking about this girl. But he can rap. He can definitely flow. But I guess, it's just the business. You have to, use the producers of today who are hot, and you got to kind of fit into today's music. But B.O.B. is not like, Lil Uzi Vert or Lil Yachty or none of them cats like that. He got real skills. He can really, really rhyme. From that boy Chucky, Weapons of Matt's Destruction, and I'm gone. Y'all be easy. Is that some type of shade to Matt Ryan, bruh? Come on, man. from Jan from Snellville. I tried watching the first episode but got distracted. But I guess I'm going to try again, Doug. It's pretty cool. A lot of people loved it. Obviously, a lot of people from Atlanta like it because it's Atlanta-centric. But it's good. It's a little quirky. You know, that guy, the main character in the damn show, what's his name? Glover. What's his first name? No, Donald Glover. He's kind of one of those quirky, nerdy type, artsy type dudes. And so he's very talented as well. It's not as great as I think a lot of people are making it out to be, but it's good. It's entertaining. The main character, the dude in my stories example, the dude that's playing B.O.B., or the dude does kind of remind me of Gucci Mane too a little bit. He's pretty good. He's a pretty decent actor, so it's decent. I think I got 2 episodes left. You blow through it because the episode's only 30 minutes apiece. From, who do we got here in the chat room on Spreaker.com? From KC, bougie is a term strictly used to describe females in Tampa, Detroit, L.A., New York City. Hell, it seems everywhere but Atlanta. No, I disagree with that. Bougie just means that you got a snooty attitude. I don't think it's men or woman-centric. I don't think so. Now, most of the time it's used for women. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Most of the time, I think when I've heard that term, it's applied to a woman. And I guess unfairly. You need to be bipartisan in this thing. I guess women would say in 2017. But bougie just means, and I can look up the definition of bougie. It's always tough in trying to spell that word. We can look it up on UrbanDictionary.com. Let's see what they got to say about it. UrbanDictionary.com says, high class, flossing, ballin', one who possesses swag, elite, or rich. That's actually a positive kind of definition for bougie. The last part of that, one who possesses swag, elite, and rich. Here's another term, another definition for it under UrbanDictionary.com, an abbreviation of the French bourgeois, a critical term used to describe people, things, and places that are definitively high class. Right. It's not man or woman centric. Something that is affected in authentic, gentrified, exclusive, and or otherwise sheltered from the dirt and grime of the real world. Yes. Exactly. I totally disagree with you. That term, I never took that term to just specifically mean for women. And if you've seen the video, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I have seen the video, if you've seen the video, they have these, it does speak of women in their video. They got these chicks that, are bad as hell, but they got this arrogance, this classy arrogance air about themselves. They bad and bougie. And these are the type of chicks that these young dudes, like, I guess, in this video. This Migos cats. That's what it's all about. From Sidney Jackson, the real word bougie is French for a candle, but the street term is for women. Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to argue about this with y'all, man. I mean, damn. I just read you the dictionary version. I just read you what Urban Dictionary has to say about it, and Urban Dictionary never lies. From Grego says, on the real, I've heard people trying to be funny call guys bougie or bourgeoisie because they don't do ghetto stuff. Right. Bougie. Right. It definitely doesn't just denote women. It definitely doesn't. From Uncle Donnie, which once again is not my Uncle Donnie. Says, Doug, you've been away from the low country too long. Bougie is for females. Okay, man, whatever. From Cornelia Small, Doug, sometimes you have to listen when you have a manager going hard, traveling city to city, state to state for their artist. It's one thing for an artist to believe he is going to be big, but if you get other people to believe you might be big onto something. Talking about the story I told about B. Rich and B.O.B. That's a true story. I mean, I've never made up any story. Good Lord, Looseneck Psy in this profile pic. Boy, Looseneck Psy, you really treading water with this one, bruh.